Okay, so we're doing blogs here today at Marsland College and looking at a science application of blogging. So this is our essentially the editor interface of a blog, and you can see here we give our blog a title up here. Now, interestingly enough, there's a real push for STEM type applications of coding. So we'll talk about science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Blogging is actually quite a nice introduction into HTML. So if you wanted the kids to actually look at some code, then whilst they're creating it, they can flick to that HTML view and look at that code. But that's sort of a side byproduct of this blogging process at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to, and I haven't done this for a while, so it's going to be interesting, we're going to try and embed our research scaffold into this blog post. Okay, so once we have our research scaffold, we're just going to embed this in the blog. So we go to File, Publish to the Web. So we click on Publish to the Web, and I'm just going to stop publishing for the moment, just to go back through that process. So this is what you should see once you publish to the web. Again, you could restrict viewers to sign in with their CEO Sydney Schools account. However, I would suggest that you don't do that because that's the staff domain, it's not the kids' domain. Alright, so we're just going to leave that unticked at the moment. Automatically republish when changes are made. Yep, we'll leave that ticked. And we hit Start Publishing. And I choose OK. So that's when it produces this code. So there's an iframe code there that we can embed in our blog, and there's also a permanent link which would link back to that Google Doc, and you would obviously then see that. So just to take you through the process of embedding both in a blog, I just highlight that document link, I copy it.
Are we in Google Docs now?
Yeah, so I'm just in Google Docs here. Yep, so this is my research scaffold. So I've just copied this document link. I'm now going to my blog interface, and this is our first post. And you could just type in, click here to view my science research component. And I could just highlight that word here. I go up to the link button and I would just paste in that link. Okay, so that's the link to the Google Doc. It's good practice when you're doing this sort of stuff to always tick open this in a new window, so you can then close it and go back to the blog. Okay, so open in new window, and I just hit OK there. So once I'm happy with that, I save that. And just to preview what that blog window looks like now, and I should do something about this, the colouring here. That will provide a hyperlink there. Let me just publish, and I go to View Blog. There we go. It links to that document. Okay. Alright, the other way of doing that is actually embedding the document in the blog itself. So going back to this window, you saw there that iframe code that I could literally just copy. And then we'll go back to our first post. So I'm in the editing phase here. Now this is adding some HTML code. I'm literally just pasting that there. Update. And over here now we should see our document embedded in that window, and it will require us just to play around a bit with the way that's displayed, just so it's obviously a bit more visible.
Do we need to do that for every single kid on their blog?
This is something that we would get the kids to do, and I think part of today could be around creating a little video on how to do that, okay, to support them.